You know, um, Jesus said something that still shakes me every time I read it. He said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move, and it will move. A mustard seed is tiny. You can barely hold it between two fingers. And yet Jesus said that size, that small, almost invisible bit of belief can shift something that looks immovable. Most people think they need big faith to see big results. But the kingdom doesn't work like that. Jehovah honors real faith, not just large faith, because it's not the size of your faith, it's the source of your faith. A mustard seed placed in Jehovah's hands becomes a mountain moving force. Let me show you. There's a woman in the Gospels who had been bleeding for 12 long years. Under the law, um, she was considered unclean. That meant she wasn't supposed to be in crowds, she wasn't supposed to touch anyone, and no one was supposed to touch her. Imagine that life. 12 years of isolation, shame, disappointment, doctor after doctor, treatment after treatment, money gone, strength gone, hope fading. But there was one thing, she still had one tiny spark. When she heard Jesus was passing through town, she said within herself, if I could just touch the edge of his garment, just that, not a whole sermon, not a full confession, not a 10-minute prayer, a mustard seed thought, a whisper of faith. And she pushed through that crowd, a crowd she had no business being in because desperation and faith had joined hands in her soul. And Jehovah honored it. The moment she touched Jesus' cloak, the bleeding stopped. And Jesus turned, looked at her, and said, daughter, your faith has made you well. Not his robe, not the crowd, not the moment. Her faith, as tiny and trembling as it was, saved her. See, what she lived, it's what we live. Because let's be honest, a lot of us have been bleeding spiritually, emotionally, mentally for a very long time. We've tried things, we've tried people, we've tried fixing ourselves, we've tried drowning the pain, we've tried being strong, we've tried starting over again. And we still found ourselves hurting. That woman spent 12 years trying everything except the one who could actually heal her. And when she had nothing left, when she was tired, empty, worn down, and unsure, she finally reached for Jesus. A lot of us are right there. We don't come to Jehovah because we're strong. We come because we're weak and we have nowhere else to go. And yet that tiny decision, that one little whisper of maybe God can help me, is mustard seed faith. The kind that saves, the kind that heals, the kind that opens heaven. Because what Jehovah wants most is not perfection, is trust. Let me make it simple. Mustard seed faith means you trust Jehovah enough to try, enough to pray again, enough to hope again, enough to keep moving forward when nothing has shifted yet, enough to believe your mountain is not permanent. It means you choose him even when you don't fully understand him. You come near even when you feel unworthy. You reach out even when you're not sure you'll be noticed. That's the kind of faith Jesus honored. That's the kind of faith Jehovah crowns with strength. That's the kind of faith that moves mountains. Everybody has a mountain, a habit, a heartbreak, a diagnosis, a fear, a financial weight, a family situation, a spiritual dryness, grief that won't let go. And Jehovah is not asking you for giant-like faith today. He's not asking you to part a sea. He's not asking you to cool down fire. He's not asking you to speak in thunder. He's asking you for a seed, a whisper, a reach, a step, a moment, a prayer. And if you take that little faith and place it in his hands, he will do what only he can do. So today, if you feel weak, you're right where you need to be. If you feel small, good, Jesus works with small. If you feel new to all of this, perfect. He loves beginners. If you feel unclean, unworthy, forgotten, or overlooked, take a page from that woman's story. Push through whatever is standing in your way and reach for Jesus anyway. because the God who saw her sees you. The God who healed her can heal you. The God who honored her mustard seed will honor yours. And your mountain, as stubborn as it looks, will move in Jehovah's time, in Jehovah's power, with just enough faith to touch the hem